came back here for the very first time in 1967, and I can tell you, this is exactly what I saw in 1944, with one exception, that this was all in one piece. It was a building spewing the reddish flames, but nevertheless, it's the same death factory as it was in 1944.
Being on the soil of Auschwitz, it was so overwhelming. There's something that it's hard to describe, but everything that I used to kind of witness as a little girl coming from my dad, these terrors, it just whooshes through you. I always knew that there were people missing because I didn't have grandmothers and grandfathers and aunts and uncles. There were portraits.
And I urge you as students in particular to read testimonies of survivors. They may not be classical writings, but they are written with blood.
The exhibit was Mel's cathartic experience to purge his pain and to deal with it in a psychologically humane, safe, expressive way.
So the power of art then is that if I go and I experience a work of art that retains the nature of that person's perspective in a nuanced way, that I too will see the world differently by experiencing it. I'll have a broader perspective and potentially even be more empathetic towards other people and their processes in the world.
I mean, that's what this museum does. It makes you feel it, it makes it more real.
I don't think he necessarily thought of it as art because he never signed any of his work. It was his presentation of it.
It was this game changer because suddenly we were walking around this museum and the fact that it was tangible and we could touch a Star of David, the accessibility of a crematorium post.
It's about a first-hand account that cannot be disputed. Someone was there, they observed it, they lived it.
A group of guys would walk in the quad raising their hands saying Heil Hitler. And they would only do it if they saw me walking so I would see them. And if I approached them about it, it was I'm being too sensitive, take it as a joke, nobody really cares.
I was like next to the people that were in the picture. Once we saw the picture of that, we were like, wait, that's literally like right over there, that's the background. And they were like, yeah, like, that was us, like you just missed it like 20 minutes ago. I turned to one of the guys next to me and I was like, you're in this picture. And he was just like, yeah, it was just a joke. Like, that's not a joke.
When are we gonna learn the lessons of the past so that we're not doomed to repeat it?
My dad always said it was man's inhumanity to man. And when we're hating on each other, we destroy the whole. You know, I'd like to see his legacy have compassion and love in people that maybe would have gone the wrong way.
I made a promise, and I'll stick to that promise, to that pledge. I will carry on for one purpose only, not to instill hatred in other people. No, I'm going to carry on and bring Auschwitz to them because we have not yet learned anything at all. I'm firmly convinced that it is here that we can begin to learn how peace can be attained.